name is Ralph Lindman. I'm CEO of Omnia Molecular. I'm joined today by Maurice Victora, our CFO. Omnia Molecular is a biotech company, and we develop new antibiotics. We do that with a proprietary platform that we have rights and the intellectual property on, and we use it in such a way that we capture value by generating revenue in co-development agreements with our pharma partners, and by capitalizing on a portion of the asset value that we create. So our customer is the research and development division of a pharmaceutical company, and our business model is to generate revenue with our customers in the preclinical phase, in an early phase of development, as we co-develop the antibiotic, and then to also retain some value in the resulting asset and to capitalize on that value. Easier said than done, right? Fortunately, I've been in the industry now for 20 years on the pharma side. My background, I was at Bayer. I was in charge of anti-infectives. As a product manager, I was in building up the South African organization on operations for Solvay in South Africa, and most recently I was in charge of global business development for Abbott for emerging markets. So based on that, I decided 2 years ago when I joined Omnia to invest in Omnia. And we've been around together with our angel investors, and Country Capital Risk has been a great financial partner working together with us to build this organization. And we built it, of course, to prepare ourselves for this business model. Now, so when I came here, we had a molecular biology platform, a validated platform that was working very well, very compelling. And we've expanded that to our own animal lab, because we're going to need that for the initial proof of concept, which we have here at the PRVV, and a chemistry facility, which we've hosted in China for economic reasons in Chengdu with ChemPartner. We've built a network of collaborators, bringing expertise into the company as needed. And I'm happy to say we also have our first pharma partner. We've just concluded an initial collaboration deal with GSK and test countries. So, every day in a hospital not so far away from here in Barcelona, you'll find patients who are infected with bacteria that don't respond to the existing antibiotics that we have. Some of them will leave the hospital, often with amputations. Some of the patients never leave the hospital. It's a growing problem, and you can see sort of the origins of that here in the history. There have been fewer registrations of antibiotics during a time when the resistance has been growing. As a result, the market itself is growing. It's growing in terms of value. Obviously, the number of patients is not growing as substantially, but the value is growing because the antibiotics that are being used now to treat those infections are specialized antibiotics that have some effect still on these bacteria. So where are we positioned in this market for developing new antibiotics? Well, to do a good job, you have to take care of the chemistry and the biology. And there's some companies that are coming from the chemistry design part, others are coming from the biology. We have a good balance, and I'll show you how. So this is what we do. We have a predictable, iterative process of optimizing molecules against the target. We do that into human cells. So from the very, very beginning, we offer our partners a way of getting data on the interaction in a very clinic-like environment. This is our platform, and as I said, it's patented. This is our core IP. This is our competitive advantage. It allows us to compress the preclinical development time. It allows us to also de-risk the asset. Now, What do we have at this stage after 2 years? We have 3 programs running. One is a program against the most problematic bacteria in the clinic, the so-called escape bacteria. In this program, we have in vitro efficacy, we have good inhibitory concentrations, we have good in vivo pharmacokinetics, and we are raising this round to bring this program forward to a proof of concept in the animal model. We're also already engaged with this program in co-development discussions with pharma partners. We have an antifungal program, which has been funded by the European Union, validated by a pharma partner who's now also interested in possibly joining this program, and the TB program we just partnered with Tres Cantos with the Glaxo Open Lab Initiative. All of these partners have had an opportunity to go through due diligence, validating our platform and technology. So, we've got a very strong team. Our founder is one of the world experts on the target that we use, the developer of the technology. I'd also like to point out, among our strategic advisors, we enjoy the advice of Professor Schimmel, the founder of Cubist in the United States, a very successful company in the antibacterial space, and also Dr. Quinn, who was the former director of R&D for antibacterials at Pfizer. What are we looking for? We have income now, and we're on track through cost-sharing agreements to be generating about $1 million in income a year. That means that the $3 million that we're trying to raise now in this round will go almost entirely towards the development of the ESCAPE program. Now, the ESCAPE program itself will, in turn, generate co-development income, we believe, and hope that that income will be sufficient so that we won't have to go back for the $5 million extra. But we'd like to see investors joining us with a commitment to follow through. Depending on the time and those payments, we may need to have that commitment. At the end of this process, of course, we've generated a lot of value, we've gotten income, but investors would like to know about an exit. And I would like to continue that conversation with the interested investors. Here, there are several models that we've looked at now in terms of exiting, and in terms of the exit value, we believe that we can achieve 50 million cash out to investors at the end of 2007, when we have exited assets out of the ESCAPE program. Why do we believe that? There have been several deals done. Okay? These are co-development deals. I would have liked to conclude this presentation by saying that we're going to sell the asset for $245 million. Those days are over. That was 2005. The industry has moved towards structured acquisitions. It's gone into co-development agreements with milestone payments, downstream revenue shares. These are the deals that are happening now in 2011, 2010, and that's what we believe that we can achieve in this environment now. So we're looking to raise $3 million. Half of that is covered by existing investors. Minimum ticket is $500,000, so 3 tickets.
Thank you.